Well, Mexican coach Jose Manuel Chepo de la Torre has been recently under fire after a run of poor results, but he's managed to cling on to his job. The announcement was made by Justino Compean, the president of the Mexican Football Federation, on Monday. Mexico has struggled this year, winning just 5 of 17 matches and just 1 of its 6 World Cup qualifiers. Mexico failed to reach the final of the Gold Cup on Sunday for the first time since 2005. They had won the last 2 Gold Cup tournaments, but were upset twice by Panama in their opening group match in the semi-final. The dismal showing prompted officials of the country's soccer federation to call an emergency meeting with representatives of Mexico's professional football clubs. The result? Well, they've decided to allow de la Torre to continue as coach.
Esta administración que presido,
this administration that chaired, after, as I have told you, extensive talks with the coaching staff and its director of national selections, recommended to the Committee of Sport Development the continuation of our coach, Jose Manuel de la Torre.
Well, to talk about this topic more, we're joined from Tehran by Mexican journalist Roberto de la Madrid. Roberto, thank you very much for joining us. Roberto, my first question, do you think the decision by the Mexican Football Federation to keep the Mexican manager has been a wise decision or not?
I don't think so. Looking back at the history of Mexican football, we have seen it doesn't work, really. To have confidence in the trainer or the coach, I think only makes matter more difficult. These footballs, you don't know, you really don't know. This football needs drastic change.
Okay, but why? Why the drastic changes?
The point is not the trainer, if he is good or not. The point is the environment and whether it's clean or not. As long as the ground for professional football is unclean, nothing works. Football fans and the media are very special in Mexico. They create a special environment. They put the team under pressure, a lot of pressure. Plus that, there are always wrong decisions made. So nobody can escape this black hole. That's why change, I tell you, is necessary.
Well, Roberto, as you probably know, Mexicans are very passionate about football and they've been performing well throughout history. But recently, the national football team has had an undermining performance. They lost the Confederations Cup, they lost the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Why has Mexico had a very poor performance in recent years?
I think because, unfortunately, the circle of football in Mexico is a circle of power, and many decisions are made due to corruption based on relationship, interest, and preference. The players are not chosen by football professionals, but by the most richest men, the owners of the teams, even the owners of the national TV stations. There is no real professionalism. There is no real professional, no skills, no qualifications. This affects, of course, the overall performance, and what we see on the pitch is not what football fans expect. A really poor performance. Always it happens.
Now, Roberto, do you think that this manager, de la Torre, will be able to guide the Mexican team to Brazil 2014? And what do you think are the chances of Mexico in the World Cup?
I really don't know. The psychology of the Mexican team is complicated, very complicated, really strange. One day, for example, they win Brazil, and they are the world champions. And the other day, they lose a match against Panama, who is not a super powerful team. I think many times the players get sad or disappointed when they see and understand that in Mexican football, there is no justice or even fair play.
Thank you very much, Roberto de la Madrid, Mexican journalist based in Tehran.